Hello everyone. Welcome back to this series on large agent ecosystem. In the previous video, we talked about the whole agent ecosystem and different types of memory buffers. Today we'll be going through a live coding example on React, which is nothing but reasoning, action, and thought. We'll be seeing how to create a React agent and how does it perform the tasks and actions. So before we begin, you have to create a Wolfram Alpha API. So for that, you can just search through this and if you need to create a developer account, which is free, and then you have to get an app ID right through here. Then you also need OpenAI API, which I showed you in the previous video. And for this, in this video, we'll be also using SERP API, which is nothing but API for searching queries. You just have to. So it will show the sponsored one. You do not have to go to that. You just click here and then sign in and go to this API and you will be creating a new one. Okay, so let's get started. So for that, you will be requiring a few modules packages, which I have listed out here. So you just have to install this first. Let me go to the directory. As I've already installed, you can see it is showing already installed. Okay, so let's just start. So first of all, I'll import the required modules. Then you have to store these API keys that I've just mentioned in the env file. Let me just load all the required modules. So we'll be working on different tools, how to use multiple tools together, and we'll be going through how does a React agent work internally? I'll just load the modules from the env file. Cannot import name. Oh, it's capital O. Okay. So let me just get the API keys. First of all, open here. Similarly, you have to get this API key and old from Alpha API app ID. So for that, done. Okay, let me just load this. Then we have to define our LLM.
So for that, we'll be using the OpenAI LLM. Let me just set the temperature. It's capital O. Okay, so now I'll be loading the tools. So for that, I'll just load tools. So first one is the Wolfram Alpha. Then I'll use the Wikipedia to gather information from Wikipedia. Then I'll use PPI.
Okay, so first, let's look at what these tools look like. So for that, I'll just show you Wolfram Alpha. What is it and what does it do? So for that, I run this, It is showing that a wrapper around Wolfram Alpha useful when you need to answer questions about math, science, technology, culture, society, and everyday life. Input should be a search query. So we'll be using this and then the other tools as well. Now let me just initialize the agent. So I'll just name it as React Agent. I will use the zero short React description, which is nothing but a fine-tuned agent that is designed to show the internal thought process of the agent. I'll set the verbose to true. Then I will also specify a parameter, which is nothing but handle parsing. Errors. That will also be set to true. Okay, once we initialize the agent, I'll just show you the template that this zero short React description agent use. So for that, agent, LLM, template. Okay, so it is giving some information about how to answer the questions. I think it's not visible completely here. I'll just show you in that lab done book. As you can see here, it displays the tools that we have loaded. Wolfram Alpha, Wikipedia, and search, and it will use this following format, which is nothing but question, thought, action. Action to take should be one of these tools, and then the input to the action, and then observation. And then it will display the thought of whether it knows the answer or it will search again for the answer, and then it will display the final answer. So we'll be using this format, which is nothing but zero short React description. So once we have loaded this, we can ask the questions. Okay, so for the questions, let me just ask a simple one. Calculate the determinant matrix. Okay, so I'm asking the determinant of this matrix. So let's see what will it do. So it says entering new agent executor chain. So it is thinking of using Wolfram Alpha. So that is the correct one, which is, so it takes an action Wolfram Alpha, then the input that is a determinant of this matrix. Then it shows the observation of what it is calculating internally. And then it finally gives the answer. And then thought is, it displays, I now know the final answer. So, and then after all of this, it displays the final answer. That is the determinant of this matrix is 5. Let's just ask different questions. Let me just ask, different one. Notation.run, just ask, generate a function that converts Celsius to Fahrenheit. Okay, so if I run this, as you can see here, it says it have to use Wolfram Alpha. So the input would be convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. And the thought is I should use this formula to create the Python function. Then it creates a Python function, but then it gets to know that create Python function is not a valid tool because we did not define any tool for creating or generating a Python function. So what it does is, it is searching. So using the SERP API for a code snippet that converts Celsius to Fahrenheit. Then it performs a search action. Then for that action, it gives the input as Python function converts Celsius to Fahrenheit. And then using the SERP API search, it gets the response that is nothing but a function that converts the Celsius to Fahrenheit. And then finally, it gives the Python function that we asked for. Let's just ask another question on Wikipedia that uses Wikipedia. So for that, I will ask a simple question. Explain the process of auto-recycling plants. So if I run this, it will go to the executor chain. So actually, it uses Wikipedia. It gets the answer. Then again, it uses Wolfram Alpha to find more detail and scientific information. Then it gets to know that search is not a valid tool because Wolfram Alpha can't give the information from Wikipedia. So again, it uses search and then it finally displays that I now know the answer. That is the result. Then I'll just give another example that we have not defined the tool. So for that, I'll just ask, find the top 3 news articles about AI from Google News and create the article summaries. So as you can see, we are asking it to create the article summaries, but we did not define any tool for that. So let's see what it does. As you can see, it performs a search on AI news articles. It gets the title and then it performs a search to get the full article, access to the full article. Then it performs again a search on this web page, summarize this. And then, since it's a large model, so I think it may be, because of the fine-tune that OpenAI has done, it is summarizing the text. This was just a quick tutorial video on how the React thought process React agent works. So thanks for watching this video. We'll be meeting again in the next video in this large agent ecosystem series.